Every morning, countless people over 60 start their day the same way, with a warm bowl of oatmeal, a drizzle of honey, a few banana slices, maybe a splash of milk to make it smoother. It feels perfect, light, heart-friendly, good for digestion, a superfood that's been praised for decades. But here's something most people don't realize. The way you prepare and combine your oatmeal each day may actually be quietly raising your blood sugar, leaving you tired, and undoing the very benefits you're hoping for. I've met so many older patients who told me they've eaten oatmeal every single morning for years, yet their blood sugar stays high, their weight is hard to control, and they never seem to feel truly energized. It's not that oatmeal isn't healthy, it's that a few small but critical habits are getting in the way. In today's video, we'll uncover 10 common oatmeal mistakes that people over 60 make all the time, and the simple tweaks that can make a huge difference. You'll see that with just a few small changes, your morning oatmeal can turn into a natural medicine that helps balance blood sugar, protect your heart, and keep your energy steady all day long. And before we dive in, if you care about staying strong, active, and full of energy well into your 60s and beyond, take a second to hit that subscribe button below. Not because I'm chasing numbers, but because I truly don't want you to miss practical, science-based health tips that can help you feel your best every single day. Each day, I share easy, real-life strategies to take care of your body gently, wisely, and effectively. All right, let's get started and see if you've been making one of these 10 small oatmeal mistakes that could be quietly affecting your health. Mistake number 1. Adding too much sugar to your oatmeal. Many people think, it's just a teaspoon of sugar, how bad could it be? But after 60, your body doesn't handle sugar as efficiently, and even that small spoonful can spike your blood sugar, then send it crashing back down, leaving you tired and hungry before mid-morning. Oatmeal itself is fantastic, rich in beta-glucan fiber that lowers cholesterol, supports digestion, and keeps your energy steady. But when you add white sugar, syrup, extra honey, or sweetened condensed milk, you're turning a healthy breakfast into a sugar bomb. At that point, most of oatmeal's benefits are lost. I've seen many patients who thought they were eating healthy breakfasts, but still had high blood sugar. When I asked what they added, it was usually maple syrup or brown sugar, just for flavor. Yet even 1 or 2 teaspoons of syrup means nearly 20 grams of sugar, enough to keep your insulin working overtime for hours. Studies show that starting your day with a sugary meal increases cravings for sweets and carbs throughout the day, raising inflammation and speeding up aging inside the body. So instead of adding sugar, let nature sweeten it for you. Add a few slices of banana or apple, or a small handful of berries like strawberries or blueberries. Naturally sweet and packed with fiber that slows absorption. You can also sprinkle cinnamon or add a drop of vanilla extract to make your oatmeal taste richer without extra sugar. If you're used to sweet breakfasts, don't try to quit cold turkey. Cut back gradually so your taste buds can readjust. Within a short time, you'll find that oatmeal tastes better, cleaner, lighter, and more satisfying, without the artificial sweetness. Remember, it's not oatmeal that raises your blood sugar. It's how you sweeten it. A naturally balanced bowl of oats will fuel your morning, keep your mind sharp, and leave your body feeling strong and steady. Mistake number 2. Relying on flavored instant oatmeal packets. Many people reach for flavored instant oats because they're quick. Just add hot water and breakfast is ready. The packages sound tempting. Apple cinnamon, strawberries and cream, even chocolate. But here's the truth. Most of those convenient packets are loaded with sugar, sodium, and artificial ingredients. For people over 60, that convenience often comes at the expense of health. A single flavored instant oatmeal packet can contain 15 to 20 grams of sugar, the same as 4 to 5 teaspoons. That sugar rush sends your blood glucose soaring, only to crash soon after, leaving you tired, hungry, and craving more sweets before lunch. What's worse, you may think you're eating a heart-healthy meal, but your body reacts as if you'd eaten a candy bar for breakfast. These packets are also highly processed, meaning much of their natural fiber and minerals are stripped away. They often contain artificial flavors, preservatives, and hidden salt that can raise blood pressure or cause water retention, a serious issue for many older adults. In fact, a study from the American Heart Association found that diets high in hidden sugars and refined additives increase the risk of cardiovascular disease in seniors by more than 30%. So that quick-fix breakfast may actually be overworking your heart and metabolism. The fix is simple. Go back to real oats. Choose plain rolled oats or steel-cut oats. They're less processed, richer in fiber, and digest slowly, keeping energy steady for hours. If you're short on time, cook a larger batch in advance, refrigerate it, and just reheat a portion each morning. To make it flavorful, add natural touches: cinnamon, vanilla, or fresh fruit like apples, bananas, or berries. If you prefer a hint of sweetness, use a drizzle of raw honey or a few raisins. Always remember, oatmeal is only as healthy as what you put in the bowl. The simpler and more natural your ingredients, the better your body will respond, not just with stable blood sugar, but with lasting energy and genuine well-being. Mistake number 3. Skipping protein in your oatmeal. Many people consider oatmeal the perfect breakfast because it's light and easy to digest. But if you're only eating oats, without any source of protein, your body reacts quickly. Your blood sugar spikes, then crashes, leaving you hungry, sluggish, and unfocused. For people over 60, this also affects your ability to maintain muscle and steady energy throughout the day. Oatmeal is mostly complex carbohydrates, great for heart health, but it's low in protein, the key nutrient that keeps blood sugar balanced and preserves muscle mass. After 60, your body's ability to build and use protein naturally declines. So without enough protein at breakfast, you lose muscle more easily, feel weaker, and recover more slowly. Many of my patients tell me they feel hungry again just an hour or two after eating a large bowl of oats. The reason isn't portion size. It's the lack of protein. Without it, insulin spikes sharply after breakfast, then drops, triggering cravings for sweets or carbs throughout the day. The fix is simple. Pair your oatmeal with a quality protein source. Mix in some Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or a boiled egg. If you're plant-based, add chia seeds, flax seeds, hemp hearts, or almonds. They'll boost protein and provide heart-healthy fats. A scoop of plant-based protein powder is also an easy option when you're short on time. The combination of oats, protein, and a little healthy fat helps keep blood sugar stable, extends fullness, and gives you steady energy. You won't need mid-morning snacks or feel drained before noon. Think of it this way. If oatmeal is the fuel, protein is the shock absorber. It slows energy release, keeps you steady, and supports your strength as you age. In short, don't let your oatmeal bowl be all carbs. Just a little protein can transform it into a balanced breakfast that keeps your body strong, your muscles active, and your mind clear all day. Mistake number 4. Eating too much oatmeal at once. Oatmeal is healthy, but healthy doesn't mean unlimited. Many people, especially after 60, think a little extra won't hurt. Yet that small habit can turn a wholesome breakfast into a heavy, high-calorie meal that disrupts blood sugar and digestion. A proper serving of dry oats should be around 1/2 cup, about 1.7 ounces. Once cooked, that amount doubles in size, but many people fill the bowl, then pile on nut butters, honey, and dried fruit. It feels nutritious, but in just minutes, you've eaten 600 to 800 calories, about the same as a full meal. For less active adults, that's simply too much. Too much fiber in one sitting can also cause bloating, gas, and discomfort, especially if your digestion is slower. When your body absorbs fiber too quickly, it can even block the uptake of minerals like iron, zinc, and calcium, all crucial for strong bones and healthy blood after 60. I've met patients who swear they eat clean, but still can't lose weight. The problem wasn't the food, it was the portions. They were eating the right ingredients, but in the wrong amounts. The goal isn't to eat less until you're hungry. It's to eat the right amount. A moderate portion of oats with a small handful of nuts, a spoon of Greek yogurt, or a boiled egg gives you plenty of energy without spiking blood sugar. If you still feel hungry, add vegetables, fresh fruit, or a bit more protein, not more oats. Here's a simple trick. Use a smaller bowl. Studies show that bowl size directly influences how full we feel. When your eyes see a full bowl, your brain thinks, that's enough. It's a small change that makes portion control effortless. Remember, oatmeal is good when eaten right. A modest bowl will nourish you. An oversized one will tire you out. At this stage of life, balance matters more than abundance. And sometimes, less truly is more. Mistake number 5. Skipping the soaking step. Many people believe that as long as oats are cooked, they're ready to eat. But soaking them first can make a world of difference. Soaking improves nutrient absorption and digestion, which becomes increasingly important after 60. Oats naturally contain phytic acid, a compound known as an anti-nutrient because it binds to minerals like iron, calcium, zinc, and magnesium, making them harder for your body to absorb. Since nutrient absorption already slows with age, regularly eating unsoaked oats can gradually contribute to mineral deficiencies, even if your diet looks healthy on the surface. Some people also experience bloating or heaviness after eating oats, especially if they have a sensitive stomach or low digestive enzymes. That's often due to unneutralized phytic acid and enzyme inhibitors. Soaking oats helps reduce these compounds while softening the grains, making them easier to cook and digest. And it's incredibly easy. Place your oats in a bowl, add water or milk, dairy or plant-based, and stir in a teaspoon of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar. Let it sit overnight in the refrigerator. By morning, your oats will be soft, creamy, and ready to eat, either cold or gently warmed. Add fruit, nuts, or yogurt for a balanced meal. Nutrition research shows that soaking oats for 6 to 8 hours increases mineral absorption by up to 30% compared to eating them unsoaked. In other words, the same amount of oats gives you more nutrition just because of one simple step. That's why overnight oats have become so popular. They're convenient, tasty, and easier on your stomach. So don't skip this step. Spending a few minutes preparing your oats the night before helps your body digest more comfortably, absorb more nutrients, and enjoy a smoother, creamier breakfast. At any age, how well you absorb nutrients matters more than how much you eat. And small habits like this can make a big difference in your long-term health. Mistake number 6. Eating undercooked oatmeal. Many people think that as long as oatmeal is slightly soft, it's ready to eat, especially when they're in a rush. But undercooked oats are harder to digest, less absorbable, and lose much of their nutritional benefit. For people over 60, when digestion and nutrient absorption naturally slow down, this is a common, yet quietly harmful mistake. Oats contain beta-glucan, a soluble fiber that helps stabilize blood sugar, lower cholesterol, and support gut health. However, beta-glucan only works effectively when oats are fully cooked. That's when its structure softens, dissolves in water, and becomes easier for your body to process. If the oats are still firm or chewy, that fiber remains locked, and your breakfast loses much of its intended benefit. Undercooked oats also contain enzymes and resistant compounds that can cause bloating and discomfort, especially for those with sensitive digestion or lower enzyme levels. Some people even feel nauseous or heavy after eating oats and assume they're not good with oatmeal, when in fact, it's simply because their oats weren't cooked enough. The fix is simple. Give your oats enough time to open up completely. For rolled oats, simmer gently for about 5 to 10 minutes until they're creamy and tender. For steel-cut oats, you'll need 20 to 25 minutes for the grains to fully expand and soften. Add enough water to prevent them from drying out, and stir occasionally to avoid burning. If you use a microwave, cook in short bursts of 1 to 2 minutes, stirring between intervals to ensure even cooking. Here's how to tell when it's done. Perfectly cooked oats are creamy and smooth, soft, yet slightly chewy, never dry or chalky. That's when the nutrients are ready for your body to absorb efficiently. Think of cooking oats as unlocking nutrition. When undercooked, the nutrients stay sealed inside. When cooked just right, the vitamins, minerals, and fiber become fully available to nourish you. So don't rush your breakfast. Give your oats time to cook through. That's the difference between eating to fill up and eating to truly nourish your body. Mistake number 7. Overcooking your oatmeal. If undercooked oats make nutrients harder to absorb, overcooked oats do the opposite. They destroy them. Many people assume that the longer you cook oatmeal, the softer and healthier it gets. But in reality, overcooking turns oats mushy, strips away nutrients, and can spike your blood sugar faster. Cooking oats for too long at high heat breaks down important B vitamins, which help convert food into energy and support brain function. It also damages beta-glucan, the same fiber that stabilizes blood sugar. Once broken down, your oatmeal digests much faster, causing your blood sugar to rise sharply, then drop again soon after. For adults over 60, these fluctuations can leave you tired, dizzy, or craving sweets within hours. Overcooked oats also become thick and sticky, which can make digestion slower and heavier. Many people feel bloated or sleepy after breakfast without realizing it's due to overly mushy oatmeal. The bland taste then tempts them to add more sugar, milk, or syrup, undoing the meal's original health value. The key is to cook oats just enough. For rolled oats, simmer for 5 to 10 minutes until the grains are soft and creamy. For steel-cut oats, 20 to 25 minutes is ideal, long enough to soften, but still with a pleasant bite. If you soak your oats overnight, you'll only need 2 to 3 minutes in the morning to finish cooking. Here's a pro tip. When your oatmeal starts to thicken, turn off the heat. The residual warmth will finish cooking it perfectly. This keeps the texture smooth, but lively, creamy, yet not pasty. Remember, cooking oatmeal is about balance. If it's underdone, your body can't absorb it. If it's overdone, you lose nutrients and spike blood sugar. The perfect bowl isn't just food, it's a mindful act of self-care. No matter your age, finding that just right balance is the key to eating well and feeling your best. Mistake number 8. Cooking oats with milk from the start. Many people cook oatmeal with milk because it tastes richer, creamier, and more indulgent. But boiling oats in milk from the beginning can actually make them harder to digest, less nutritious, and more likely to raise blood sugar, especially for older adults. When milk is heated for a long time, its proteins change structure and bind to the starch in oats, creating a thick, gluey texture that's heavy on the stomach. This slows down digestion, making your digestive system work harder, which can cause bloating or discomfort, particularly if your digestion is more sensitive with age. Prolonged boiling also destroys several nutrients in milk, especially vitamin B2 and B12, which are vital for energy production and memory function. Studies also show that overheating milk can reduce oatmeal's antioxidant properties, leaving it softer but nutritionally weaker. Another issue is lactose, the natural sugar in milk. When boiled, it begins to caramelize slightly, increasing sweetness and potentially affecting those sensitive to dairy sugars. If you're managing blood sugar, this can make your morning bowl less stable than you'd expect. The fix: cook oats with water first until they're fully soft and cooked through. Then, after turning off the heat, stir in milk or plant-based milk, like almond, oat, or soy milk. This keeps the creamy flavor and texture without breaking down the nutrients or making it heavy. If you prefer a warmer, richer bowl, you can gently stir over very low heat for 30 seconds, just enough to warm, not boil. Here's a small bonus tip. For a natural creaminess, add a spoonful of Greek yogurt or a splash of warm milk right before serving. It boosts protein and gives you that silky texture, without the digestive issues. Always remember, water is for cooking, milk is for finishing. This simple order makes your oatmeal lighter, more digestible, and nutritionally complete. At any age, but especially after 60, comfortable digestion and full nutrient retention make all the difference. Sometimes, one small change in how you cook can mean a big improvement in how you feel. Mistake number 9. Skipping the salt when cooking oatmeal. Many people believe that the plainer their oatmeal, the healthier it is, assuming salt is always bad for blood pressure. But in reality, leaving salt out completely can make your oatmeal bland, unbalanced, and even negatively affect your health, especially after age 60. A small pinch of salt isn't just for flavor. Salt enhances the natural sweetness and aroma of oats, bringing out their subtle nuttiness so you can enjoy their taste without needing added sugar or honey. When oatmeal tastes too flat, many people unconsciously compensate by adding maple syrup, sweetened milk, or dried fruit, all high in hidden sugars. The result? Rising blood sugar, exactly the opposite of what you were aiming for. A tiny amount of salt also helps balance electrolytes and support nutrient absorption. For older adults, a diet that's too low in sodium over time can lead to mild hyponatremia, symptoms like fatigue, dizziness, irregular heartbeat, or muscle cramps. This is especially true if you drink a lot of water or take diuretics. I often tell my patients, salt isn't the enemy. Excess is. The problem isn't the pinch you add to a pot of oats, but the large amounts hidden in processed foods. A small sprinkle of natural sea salt or Himalayan salt won't raise your blood pressure. In fact, it can make your breakfast more satisfying and reduce your cravings for sugar, which is the real threat to heart and blood sugar health. Here's the right way to use it. When your water begins to boil, add a pinch of salt, about 1/8 to 1/4 teaspoon per serving. The salt will dissolve evenly, soaking into the oats to create a naturally pleasant, balanced flavor. Not salty, just alive. You'll notice your oatmeal tastes richer and more complete, even without sugar. That small pinch helps you feel content and full longer, while subtly reducing your sweet cravings. Remember, a little salt at the right time can help you eat less sugar all day long. At any age, good health isn't about cutting everything out. It's about using the right amount. A small pinch of salt in your morning oats might just be the simplest secret to better flavor, steadier blood sugar, and improved nutrient absorption every day. Mistake number 10. Relying on oatmeal as your only healthy food. Oatmeal is one of the best foods you can eat. Rich in fiber, great for lowering cholesterol, stabilizing blood sugar, and supporting digestion. But many people over 60 make the mistake of treating oatmeal like a perfect all-in-one food, eating it nearly every day with little variety. Even healthy foods can fall short when they're your only focus. First, oats lack complete protein, meaning they don't provide all the essential amino acids your body needs to maintain muscle and strength. After 60, muscle naturally declines faster, and a repetitive diet can accelerate that loss. Oats are also low in healthy fats, particularly omega-3s, which protect your heart and brain. Without enough of these fats, the body is more prone to silent inflammation, which affects memory, clarity, and overall vitality. In addition, oatmeal provides very little vitamin B12, vitamin D, or easily absorbed iron, nutrients crucial for energy, immunity, and preventing anemia. Relying too heavily on oatmeal alone can lead to fatigue, dizziness, or brain fog over time, even if you think you're eating clean. A study on senior nutrition found that adults who ate a diverse diet had 30% lower risk of nutrient deficiencies compared to those who stuck to the same few foods daily. That means healthy isn't just about eating the right food, it's about balance and variety. The solution is simple. Let oatmeal be the foundation, not the whole plan. Pair it with protein sources like eggs, salmon, chicken breast, or lentils. Add healthy fats from walnuts, almonds, or olive oil. Include colorful fruits and leafy greens for essential vitamins. This combination fuels your body fully, keeping energy steady and your mind sharp. Always remember, good health doesn't come from one food. It comes from how you eat every day. Oatmeal can still be your go-to breakfast, but to truly thrive after 60, aim for variety. Nourishment that's not only balanced, but enjoyable and full of life. So, oatmeal truly is one of the best foods for your health, especially after 60, but only when you eat it the right way. From adding too much sugar or using flavored packets, to overcooking, skipping protein, or relying on oats alone, each small mistake can quietly reduce the benefits of this otherwise amazing food. The goal isn't to be perfect overnight, but to make small adjustments every day. Cut back on sugar, soak your oats overnight, add a little protein, or sprinkle in a pinch of salt. These simple, consistent habits help your body digest better, absorb nutrients more efficiently, and maintain balanced blood sugar. Over time, those tiny improvements build the foundation for lasting health. And remember, eating well isn't about restriction. It's about living better. At any age, taking care of yourself is one of the best things you can do. A well-prepared, balanced bowl of oatmeal isn't just breakfast. It's a daily act of self-care that nurtures your longevity, clarity, and joy. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever made one of these 10 oatmeal mistakes? Or do you have your own tips for making oatmeal both healthy and delicious? Share your thoughts in the comments. Sometimes your insight can help someone else make a positive change too. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, share it with friends or family, and subscribe so you don't miss future tips on staying healthy, active, and confident through midlife and beyond. Let's keep building better habits together. Because age is just a number, but your health and mindset are what truly keep you young.